Noche UFC is going down in Las Vegas this weekend, and I'm pumped to see who comes out on top. I've partnered up with DraftKings, and they got an offer that is perfect if you're looking to get closer to the action. Right now, all new customers that bet just $5 will instantly get $250 in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. When you sign up, use my promo code SONNEN. DraftKings, the crown is yours. That's $250 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. Staying on the action and use your $250 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun at DraftKings with daily fantasy and have a shot at all the prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers, use my promo code SONNEN, bet just $5 and get $250 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code SONNEN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Dana White says Conor is going to return early of 2025. Conor comes over the top of that with a tweet saying, no, not so fast, boss. I'm going to headline the December card in Vegas at T-Mobile in a since deleted tweet. Now, this is what my producer tells me this morning. And I pushed back right away. And do you want to know why, guys? I could have finished the sentence. I could have finished the sentence because this came out 2 weeks ago. I remember it was after a Contender series and Dana got asked the questions and Conor put that out, but he didn't delete it. In fact, you can still go and find it now. No. And I want you to know this before you think I just told you something 2 weeks ago. No, it happened again. The same story that you think you already know, they went and did this again last night. That's a big deal. It is a big deal for a couple of reasons. Something is going on that December card. Dana has a plan. He has a surprise. Every single card of the year, from Riyadh season to pay-per-views to ESPN Plus, every card of the year is spoken for. Every main event is known. Except that one. That one being the December card that Conor is lobbying for in Las Vegas. Does not even have a rumored fight. I brought you guys the information that Conor wants to fight in December in Vegas, and the UFC would like him to fight in January. So now we're very close. I'm quite very confident telling you guys we could get a deal done, but the January is in California, and Conor is so over that they will load jumbo 747 jets out of Ireland and bring them into Vegas. Thousands upon thousands. And I don't think Conor wants them to miss that chance. I don't think Conor is as confident that his brethren from Ireland would go to somewhere in California as enthusiastically. And Vegas is a very special place, for sure. It is for tourism, for sure. I think that that's been the push and pull, and now that we're hearing that that is still the case, right? I mean, Dana made this statement, Conor came out and refuted it on social media, which does nothing more than let us all know that, hey, Conor does still want to fight. It's still going to be Chandler, and we're getting really close to a date. That's all that it does. But what if it's not? What if it's not Conor in December? Who is it? If it's Conor January, well, I can ask again, who is it in December? Las Vegas, or rather Nevada, is the fight capital of the world. And I cannot imagine that we're going to go from Madison Square Garden, right, this most famous venue in the world with the heavyweights, the crowning achievement. I just can't imagine we're going to do that and take a dip in December in Vegas, which is what the chart's going to look like. Because if Conor's up in January, that's exactly what that chart is going to look like. It is not going to plateau. It's going to dip. So now I'm curious about the December card. There was a great fight rumored, and everything about it looked real. I either got it from Mania or Elbow, but I got it from one of the sites, and it was artwork, and it was very well done. There was one tell on it. It had to do with Dustin Poirier taking on Colby Covington. They said it was going to be in New York, but there was one mistake with the counterfeiter. He said it was the headlining fight, the headlining act. And the UFC does not use the vernacular headline. So I've always questioned it. But that's not a fight that you just go do. I mean, Dustin Poirier is so wildly popular. For sure, top 5 in the sport right now. Colby Covington can pull in the media, and I mean the mainstream media. He is not a top 5. He is number 1. Colby Covington, in the interviews that he can go and get in the history of our sport, it goes Dana White, Ronda Rousey, Colby Covington. In the history. So I have a hard time believing that that's going to get slid in somewhere. That in and of itself could be a main event. Maybe that's the point I'm trying to make. And if it isn't true, if you're a Conor supporter, you're going to go anywhere that Conor goes. Or is it contingent? Will you follow Conor? Will you be there for his next fight? And when the Irish come to Vegas, they come out, guys, there's 30, 40,000 of them. And they're like a very intimidating group. And then if you ever go over to them, you might not leave. They will want you to stay. They will welcome you in. But they also make their presence known. They're wearing similar shirts. They're singing the same song all day. They're singing at 3 in the morning in different various casinos and parts of the strip outside. They're out there singing and doing all of these things while Conor's fighting. My point being, they don't even go to the fight. They'll have 40 or 50,000 people there in a venue that seats 16.5. So tens of thousands come just to be part of that celebration. Will they not do that if it's in California? I don't know. I personally can see the difference. But I also personally know Conor doesn't want it to have a seemingly big difference. He wants to really pull through. Conor doesn't like that he pulled the press conference or that he pulled the fight, or a lot of them had tickets, had reservations, had everything to go to Vegas, got a rug pull. He wants them to be able to return to that same city, make good on those same hotels, all those visions that they had. He wants them to be able to do it. How angry would you be if he took that court and he just moved it over in California? They're close. They're different, but they're close. And I'm asking you the question. Because while Vegas is a destination city, so is California, so is Los Angeles. Drive out and you see Hollywood, you see Universal Studios, you see Disneyland. I'm just asking, is it that big of a deal? Is it a deal breaker? And by the way, I would also ask it the other way. If California is close enough to Vegas, then Vegas is close enough to California. And if December is close to January, then January is close enough to December. Let Conor fight in December unless you have a plan that you've yet to reveal to us, and that's going to knock our socks off for December. I'm just looking at the board. I'm listening to the rumors out there. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not hearing anything. So if Conor is the preferred fight in January, what is the preferred fight in December?